Welcome back to the final group. The Soviet Union, the United States up there in second place in front of their home crowd. Romania third, China fourth. The big four in women's gymnastics. And the United States, the shock nation to be in there in that position, challenging the Soviets. And you can expect every single USA performance to be greeted. This is Kalinina from the Soviet Union on vault. Yurchenko, full twist, and lands it, as you'd expect from the Russian team, superbly.
Nice double twist.
One, two twists, yes. Missed it first time round. It looked so easy. I thought it was only one. Natalia Kalinina. And 9.9 for her first vault.
And to me, that looked much more dynamic, crisper vault altogether. Still rolling off the top, not lifting it quite so much. In slow motion, not quite so different. But in fast motion, it looked more explosive altogether.
And the second one, not quite as good. She was just that little bit lower. It was more explosive, but 9.9, the mark that counts. Hillary Grivich of the USA. Play start on the asymmetric bars.
And this one of Bella Karolyi's proteges. Oh, a nice phase Kachev. Karolyi is excited as ever, jumping around in the background, watching with enthusiasm. Full twist before the dismount.
Beautifully landed. Bella Karolyi, the former coach, there he is, of the Romanian team, the man who became famous alongside Nadia Comaneci, who then defected to the USA and has risen there to the position of national coach.
Galieva from the Soviet Union. .985 for Rosa Galieva's first vault.
Handspring front with pike and half twist.
And 9.877 for Galieva's score.
Tatiana Lysenko. Double twister there. Betty Aquino from the USA onto the A-bars.
Nice tight work from Betty. Oh yes, lovely combination from the Jaeger from the forward giant into the undershoot to handstand. Betty, 15 years old, coping there with a second release and catch. Kachev, forward giant, half twisting back flyaway dismount.
And you can hear the crowd getting behind their team. Lysenko's second vault, 9.95 for that first one. Lysenko. 2 twists. Now, was it better than the first? 9.95. Hard to beat. A couple of judges gave her 10s on that.
She really did have wonderful explosion from the top of the horse. She'd completely finished the twist when she landed, and there wasn't a murmur on the landing.
She calmly gets on with it. The vault is over. She has to prepare for her next piece.
And this Shannon Miller from the United States, the shock to the world, and I would think also to Bella Caroli, because she, the next highest, the highest scoring American after the compulsories, tying in fact with Christina Bontash and beating Caroli's own gymnast, Kim Schmetschel, which really will be a surprise to the Americans. She's only 14 years old, the youngest in the American team, and just coping with this kind of pressure unbelievably. Full twisting double back.
It's easy. You just go out there and enjoy yourself. What's all the fuss about? She really did seem to enjoy it. Lovely free-flowing exercise. There's the catch of giant circles, now so much a part of the asymmetric bars exercise, and the full twisting double back to finish with.
And that dismount was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've seen a half in, half out performed, but not really as well as that from any other than the Russians. That was brilliant.
9.9 her score. The crowd going wild. Tatiana Gutsu won the Moscow News Tournament, the biggest invitation international in the world this year.
I'd really like to see that vault again. Hardly looked as though she touched the apparatus at all. It looked as though she flew off the top. See? Only just touched. 2 twists and travelling back quite badly on the landing, but loads of power for such a slim girl.
Yeah, she probably didn't get quite as much purchase on the top of the horse as she really wanted. It kept her going too long in the vault, and she needed a little more drive off the top. It was good, but she can improve on that. 9.887. I thought she had a quick look sideways as she came off the landing mat, the crash mat. I think she knew that she hadn't really got that one right.
Moved it to the side still, but she really has got loads of power, and it's difficult to judge unless you're there in real life to see the height and length of it. But for viewers, it's difficult to appreciate the amount of power put into these vaults from these girls. I suspect she was saying I was a little bit lucky on that one not to fall over. Better score for her second vault, 9.925.
He has improved that on the landing. And this, Kim Zmeskal. Last to go on the asymmetric bars.
First release in Kachaginger, second Kachev. Double back whip, just stepping back. Interesting to see that Bella Caroli put his own gymnast up last, anticipating the score to be higher. We've seen Shannon Miller score 9-9. I wonder if Kim can better that.
Shusovitина, Oksana Shusovitina of the Soviet Union.
"16-year-old, powerful, winner of the Goodwill Games last year.
There's a lady who's grown up in a year. Yang Bo from China. Altogether, the moment you look at her face, much more ladylike. She was really a little kiddie when she started.
Full in, back out, piked, coming to grief on the first tumble. Just like she did in the World Cup, looked like winning the event and went to floor, and that was her Achilles heel. Compulsory floor exercise was very difficult, requiring power and strength, and she scored 9.887. Stayed up with the best on the compulsory. So really, I think it's nerves. She's not coping with her nerves well enough when the pressure's on in her voluntary exercise.
Well, that's a terrible start for her, because remember, this team competition also counts towards the qualification for the top 36 individual, and she would have been obviously hoping to qualify as one of the 3 Chinese girls who can go forward into that, and now that must be in jeopardy.
Such a great pity, because there really isn't any shortness of power. She's got both ankles rather heavily bandaged, so maybe she's nursing some ankle injuries and really anticipating the landings, anticipating the pain, and just chickening out of proper landings. 1.5 twist middle tumble into a double twist. She doesn't look too disappointed, so perhaps she is nursing ankle injuries and anticipated that she may have a fall.
Yes, they'd still want her there in the team if it could come off, but look at her score, 8.637, and there really is no way back from a score like that. In the team event, the other 5 can compensate for her, but in terms of her own qualification, it all counts. Li Yifang.
Full in back, straight in the first, and piked second somersault.
Well, the Russian coach, Alexander Alexandrov, perhaps that he thought that the Chinese were improving so rapidly he considered them to be the main rivals to the Russians. But they've already, as so often happens in the biggest championships, made quite a lot of mistakes. They've got the grace, they've got the power, they've got the skills, but putting it all together appears at the moment to be beyond them, men and women.
But I think in fairness to the Chinese, John, they go for an extra dimension in everything, and so to them the risk is far greater. They go for perfection in every single area, and this, you know, they go for broke, and if it doesn't come off, then they miss out.
Really climbed there. Good height there in that final double somersault. It does give it very much that extra elegance.
First tumble, full in, back out. That's 2 somersaults with a full in the first, and the second one just a simple back somersault, where the name comes from, full in, back out, double tuck. It's the final tumble.
A 9.85 for her. And our first look at Svetlana Boginskaya, still the queen of world gymnastics.
And with the added height, just watch the lift from the apparatus. She does phase the takeoff, still plies her landing, but we'll forgive her. Everything else is beautiful about her.
And 9.95 for number 452, Svetlana Boginskaya.
And here comes the second. Can she improve it? And she did just that, 9.962.
Now perhaps her greatest rival in the individual, going for Romania, Cristina Bontas. Couple of new faces in the Romanian team. Vanda Adarian and Lavinia Milosevici. Cristina Bontas with Eugenia Popa, Mirela Pasca and Maria Nekulica. Last up for them on beam. Complicated little change leg leaps there. Switch leg split leaps. Beautiful landing. Absolutely nailed it. An immediate smile. 9.95, tremendous mark. That'll do her confidence a lot of good. 9.95 for Cristina Bontas. The Romanians could well lose their traditional almost now second place to the USA. They've been, sorry, to the Soviet Union. The USA trying to edge them out of the silver medal position, holding on to silver at the moment. We'll take a break there. Welcome back. Rotation 2. Romania just narrowing the gap on the United States a little bit in that first rotation. Their total team score 49.524 for their 5 beam exercises. The United States 49.324 for their 5 asymmetric bar exercises.
That concludes your warm-up period. You may now begin competition.
This time the Romanians move to floor, and Eugenia Popa is the first to go for them. Bit short on the landing on that pull in back out.
Eugenia hardly recognizable from the 1988 Olympics, where she was a skinny little girl with short black curly hair. Fabulous routine, great finish there. Third time we've seen it, double back, tucked into punch front, and Eugenia really did it justice. Adrian Goriak, coach now of the team, but of course the girls aren't together at Deva. They're all now living at home and travelling in to their respective clubs. This the final tumble, or dismount as we refer to on floor. .825 for Popa's floor.
The Americans on beam, Hillary Grivich. Flick and 2 straight backs. Good solid landings on the end of the first big combination.
Funny little tuck back to one leg, but her weakness has always been extension and neatness. So really she has to try and select movements that don't give away her weaknesses and betray her faults. One of Karoli's kids. Flick, double tuck, and not a perfect landing. They're really aiming to hang in there and keep in that silver medal position. 4th in the '89 World Championships.
Rosa Galieva from the Soviet Union. And there on the asymmetric bars. Straight into the Kachev, nicely through into a giant immediately from it. Little crisis there. Have to work hard. The Ginga.
Excellent routine, very novel beginning, doing the forward giants and the Kachev the opposite way, not in between the bars. Now you see the Kachev going out backwards rather than towards the bottom bar, which makes it easier. And that was the crisis point from the clear circle to handstand. This, the dismount, lovely half in, half out.
Galieva score 9.925. And that's Tatiana Lysenko. Just completing her final preparations. Last bit of chalk as the bars are made ready.
Oh, nice. Shapaznikova, that's clear circle, pike to catch into pirouettes. Jaeger to undershoots, to Stolder. Stolder in the next compulsory exercise, so Russians favouring it. Inward flippers with a half twist dismount. Gets full 2/10 bonus for originality on that. Shapaznikova to catch into the pirouette and straight into that upstart to take her into the high bar series.
Yang Bo's second vault, she scored 9.675 for the first one. Yurchenko with twist, and again really sort of collapsing on that. She, I think, certainly, as we can say, has injury problems around the ankle. She is favouring it all the time. Shannon Miller.
Nice Grozdova handstand walkover. Coached by Stevie Dunn at Dynamo, and Stevie is on the floor with Bella Caroli. So Shannon has her own coach with her. Unbelievable maturity for a 14-year-old. Lovely combination. 4 linked back tumbles, 2 flicks, layout and then a flick.
Every successful move being cheered by this enthusiastic American crowd. They haven't had a time like this since the '84 Olympics, when they roared their team and Mary Lou Retton into the medals.
Oh, what class! Full twisting double back off the end of beam. She just, like shelling peas to her. It is so easy.
She's really enjoying it. flick, lay out back, and then flick again. 4 in combination.
And of course, if there's likely to be any political outcry against Bella Caroli, because he's such an outspoken man, they aren't likely to penalise Shannon Miller, because she isn't in fact coached by him. We hate to think of these possibilities, but they are likely to happen. Caroli constantly bragging that the American team were going to beat the Soviet gymnasts.
9.95. She really is having a great day. Come the big occasion, and she's equal to the test. She's certainly proved she's got the temperament. Kristina Bontash, 9.95 for her first piece of apparatus. On the beam, and the Romanians now on floor. This is cheeky. We got an American medley to just try and attract the crowd and get them behind her.
And who better to work to it than Bontage, really, because she's a pert, fast worker. And she has a tremendous following in the States. Slightly cheated, stepping out of that double pirouette to the side instead of in front.
The cheer not for the Bontash performance, but the Americans, of course. Another beam exercise completed safely.
And lost in that cheer, really, was the quality of Bontash's last tumble. It was a full twisting double back, and she stood out of it without any problem at all. Really fantastic routine, fast, full of variety. Not just the tumbles were interesting, but the dance in between.
Single twist there in the middle of that, and then a double tuck back at the end. Chance to see a couple of performances we missed as the gymnasts move on to the third rotation, but on tape now, Tatiana Gutsu, her bars performance for the Soviets.
Nice combination of into the Ginger, half twisting giant, full twisting giant. There, the Stolder on the bottom bar. Tatiana strong. Kachev, I really don't need to see why she needed support on that. It was so adequately performed. Oh, yes. And a sailing straight in, pike out. What a score, 9.975. Brilliant stuff.
And Zmeskal on the beam. Again, one we missed. Chance to see it. There's so much going on with 4 pieces of apparatus being worked at any one time. It's impossible for the cameras to be live on every gymnast. Very low on the last two tumbles there, but landed them.
Yes, Mezcal puts me in mind of Mary Lou Retton, actually. She was trained very, very hard, and she's getting rather chunky around the legs, which really reduces the aesthetic appeal of her work. She has the power, but she's not using it on the lift on her elements. And in America, everybody knows about Smezcal, but very, very few know of the existence, practically, of Shannon Miller. So the Americans will be very surprised by this result. Arab Spring double tuck.
And a great score, 9.95. Balakaroli and Svetlana Boginskaya finally from this second rotation onto bars.
Well, undisputedly beautiful work, but really 9.962 difficult to justify when we're seeing so much variety on release and catches.
So the Soviet Union way out there in the lead. I mean, so far clear already, one can say that they've made certain of the gold medal. The United States and Romania, though, having a battle royal, they scored exactly the same in that rotation, 49.524 to both countries. So the positions at second and third stay the same.